It's time for this week's pick of the litter, brought to us by our friends at Best Mattress.
Joining us now is Las Vegas Valley Humane Society dog coordinator Amy Joshua, along with our new furry friend Bear.
Oh, Bear!
Who has an incredible mustache, almost like popping out from the corner of his mouth. How are you guys doing?
Doesn't he? Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you all today?
We're better for seeing Bear and for seeing you.
Yes. Well, thank you.
So before we go into the star of the moment, let's talk a little bit about the society and tell us about your action, your program, and what you guys do in the community.
Sure. So the Las Vegas Valley Humane Society works on, of course, rescuing and rehabbing dogs and cats. We also have a big program, which is TNR, Trap, Neuter, Release, where we go and help people in the community that have cat colonies that are in their area or near their homes, and we help get all of them spayed and neutered and put back out into the area.
I'm just going to take over here,
I
Jess.
see. You're inching more and more over to that side. I see
I'm just going to be a guest now. I'm just going to be a guest. Right,
well, now we have to get into the star of the show. Talk to us about Bear. Give us his backstory.
So Bear came to us with a friend. The friend has since been adopted. Their mom was going through some medical issues and was no longer able to care for them. And so they came to us to find their new forever home. Believe it or not, this cutie pie is 14 years old and he's still got a lot of spunk in him. He loves to play. He loves dogs of every size, every age. He's amazing.
So the kind of family that would be suitable for Bear, I mean, we're talking about a more senior dog. Like you said, that beggars, kind of is a lie because he's so spry and fun and loving and happy. So, is he a good mix with kids? Is he a good mix with other dogs? You mentioned he had another dog that he was, came in with. So what's the perfect solution for Bear?
Bear gets along with everybody. I think he would be fine with kids. However, he does start out a little bit shy. So I would say probably not very small children, but 8, 10 above, I think he would do just fine. They are old enough to understand to give him a little space until he starts to get comfortable.
Now, we talked about how handsome he is. So he's a terrier mix? Not you.
Oh.
Bear,
yes,
that is.
He's a terrier mix. We think you're handsome too, Elliot.
Oh, stop it.
Stop let's
it.
Let's not
this
go
is not
into
about
that.
me. This is about Bear. This is about Bear.
Now, what should some people know maybe about the breed?
Well, he is, as you can probably see, he does shed a little bit more so when he's nervous. He's a mild-mannered kind of guy, and he's really easy. He's a very easy dog to have. He will fit in to your family, and he will just make himself at home. Might take a few days, but he'll do it.
Did we already talk about what type of breed he is? Because I was just deep in the throes of giving him some face rubs.
We did.
There are people out there, I mean, obviously, people want to support animal rescues, they want to support humane societies. They might think that the only way they can do it is by adopting a dog, but there are more ways than one to become a member, a facilitator, a partner, a supporter. People can fundraise, people can volunteer, people can donate. What are the many different ways that people can get involved with your organization without just adopting, a great dog like Bear?
Well, Elliot, you're absolutely right. There are so many other ways. Some people can't have dogs for whatever reason, housing situations or whatever, but they want to be involved. They can donate. They can also become a sponsor, which is where they send in whatever they want each month. It doesn't matter how much. You can do it. I've got two young kids that send me $5 a month for. They each do one for a dog, one for a cat, and they sponsor those two, and those monies go to helping them get vaccinated, making sure they have food. So there's sponsors, there's fosters if someone is inclined to have a dog in their home for a little bit of time. There's all sorts of things people can do. They can help with our events.
And you guys have an event coming up right soon, actually. Talk to us about that.
We do. Each Saturday we do an adoption event. This Saturday we are going to be at Bogart's Bon Appetit in Southern Highlands, and we'll be there 9 to noon. Hi, baby.
Will Bear be there too?
Bear will be there and several of his friends. So we have lots of different ones to meet, some other seniors, some young dogs as well.
Okay, so
Great.
people
Well,
can meet a regular TV star if they come down and come and meet Bear?
Yes,
thank
they
you so
can.
much
Yeah.
for bringing him by. Bear is currently available for adoption through the Las Vegas Valley Humane Society. They will have adoptions this Saturday at Bogart's Bon Appetit in Southern Highlands from 9 a.m. to noon. For more information about the Las Vegas Valley Humane Society, head to lvhumane.org.
And remember, if you adopt Bear from this feature, you will receive a complimentary pet bed from Best Mattress.